Cousins Big Game is an annual, big game of paintball played with two massive teams on a large field. This year was held on the above date. The teams were Blue Team, led by Wolf, and Red Team, led by the legendary Greg Hastings. What makes this big game special is that there's a neutral helicopter that flies above the field shooting at anyone the gunner can spot. While there are tank and other special vehicles, the helicopter is a constant threat that cannot be killed, being that shooting at it is a federal offense according to FAA regulations. The following video was taken by me. Fair warning, I'm not good. This video is only half of the game. I got tired of getting shot in the camera and having to clean it off. So spoilers, Red Team won by a lot. We kicked ass. Enjoy.
What's up everybody, this video is brought to you by the game Jesters. This is me at Big Game 2017, hosted by Cousins Paintball in Calverton, New York. We just got done with our briefing by our general, which was the Greg Hastings. I'm a big fan of his, so it was really awesome to have him be our team captain for Red Team, of course. Today I was running with the New York Bone Crushers paintball team. Bunch of great guys. They were really awesome, they're really nice, and great, overall experience. This was my first big game, so it was pretty cool to be going through that with them. So yeah, don't expect too much. I suck, just so you know. Our objective for this part of the game was to just run at the enemy. That was our game plan. Just face them head on. That's what we were told, so that's what we were going to do. So yeah, just sit back and enjoy, I guess. I don't know. Screw it.
That's always a good plan.
Alright, so we finally got out to our spawn point. Took a little while, so I cut it out. It's a big field. When I got there, they were saying there was over, between 400 and 600 people. So, that number could be wrong. That's our war cry. And it was right around here when I realized that running was not for me. So I stopped. Here we are at the first road. Not a lot of fire, but heavy resistance. So I'm just shooting into nothing. Get in there. As you can see, everyone's kind of bunkered down in, whatever firefights, trying to pick off people from this distance, which wasn't very effective. As you can see, there was a lone person up at the bunkers up there. So like an idiot, I decide to go help him. And then run past him. And then immediately get shot in the face. Time for the long walk back to the reinsertion point. You can see some of the vehicles they were getting ready to bring onto the field. The Jeep, which had a couple guns in it, and the tank that was on my left, or the two tanks that were on my left. Surprisingly enough, they didn't play as big a role in the game as you would think. But there's a better shot of them. They look cool at the very least.
Yeah, what's up, boss? Alright, I'll get over there.
There, my teammate was telling me that we were still fighting heavy resistance on the left-hand side. It was right about now the chopper started to enter the field. That thing was a constant threat throughout the game to people. Not to me, but to people. It was pretty cool having that thing hover above you, at random points in the game. I've never played a game with vehicles, let alone a helicopter in it, so it was pretty cool to see. That's Hammer, the team captain of the Bone Crushers. There were a couple team captains up there trying to strategize and see how they're going to move their teams. And I'm just standing there like an idiot. You can see a large portion of the team was just hanging back. Not strategizing, not doing anything, just hanging back. But I decided this waiting around was enough. I was getting bored. After a long walk, I finally made it back to the front lines. As you can see, our team is pushed up a little bit further than we were when I'd gotten out. Here I am checking to make sure I am actually in semi. As you can see, people were scrambling away from that chopper all day long, afraid that it would fire on them. I took it as a challenge. He wasn't going to hit me. And after all that, I get shot right in the camera. After another long walk, I finally regroup with a bunch of my teammates who have decided to regroup and come up with a new plan. But yet again, that helicopter is putting all stops to planning. Unfortunately, this guy wanted me to help him, which would prove to be a mistake. I get done wiping the paint off and shoot him in the foot.
Shit.
Complete noob move right there.
My bad, bro.
After wiping the paint off and realizing that I'm an idiot, he makes a smart decision and gets as far away from me as possible, while I look at my gun and blame it for the mistakes I've made. The team has finally moved out. We've made it about halfway across the field. The rest of the red team has pushed up to the middle road near the bus and wants to continue pushing further into the enemy spawn. As you can see, the helicopter is focusing on that area since it is the main focus of the fight. As a team, we all rush up, and there's the helicopter trying to shoot me yet again. But he missed. I come into first contact with the close enemy and immediately get shot by him. Time to walk all the way back to the reinsertion point for another try. Our team is regrouped and decided to come up with a different strategy. Instead of attacking the middle, we would go around the right flank and take them from there. And yet, there was still more walking. Just then, the helicopter makes another pass over us, trying to shoot me again. But once again, he misses. But what else is new? The red team has successfully secured the middle of the field and the complete right flank. All that's left is the enemy spawn point. Getting bored sitting back, I decided to make a run up. Or slow walk. Just then, the helicopter decides to make yet another pass. Me, unsuspecting, continues to fire at the enemy. Get in there. There he is again, trying to shoot me. I scramble for cover and fall like an idiot. My teammate tries to tell me the situation, but look down towards my crotch. Wait for it. There it is.
Oh, my crotch!
Yep. That ball bounced off the ground and hit me right in the crotch. Didn't hurt too bad because it took a bounce. But wait, it gets better. I think I feel a hit, so I call the ref over. Wait for it. Okay, I'm mistaken. I'm wrong. I'm just stupid. There it is. And then I get hit in the balls yet again. Direct contact. Twice in 1 minute I was hit in the crotch. Both times the balls bounced. And I'm not just talking about the paintballs. I needed to take a break and sit. After I recovered, I decided to move up and continue helping my team. Yet again, the helicopter keeps trying to get me. I'm still not going to let him. I told you, I wasn't lying. The helicopter was chasing me. It was just sitting on top of me. Once the helicopter passed, our team decided to move up, meeting little resistance.
No, there's one more.
I spot an enemy in one of the buildings, but I'm not sure if it's an enemy or one of our teammates who's moved up. All I see is a foot. Not wanting to shoot one of my teammates, I cautiously move up, still keeping an eye on him. I don't know what that guy's yelling about. Just then, me and one of my teammates decide to rush and see who it is. It was an enemy, two in fact.
Good move, man.
And my teammate surrenders them both. No kills for me just yet. We're directly in front of the enemy spawn now. Only one large open gap, and then we're there. But still, there are a lot of enemies in the woods. The team decides that we're going to go into the woods and flush them out ourselves. The woods are so heavily dense we don't know what kind of fire we're going to expect. We move up cautiously, me using the man in front of me as cover. It's up to me now to take out that guy. I crouch down and get him through the trees. Get in there. Good, nobody else saw that. A barrage of bullets comes from somewhere within the woods, but I'm not sure where. My teammate calls them out and I decide to get into a position to better take them out. Surprise, there's no one in there. Not seeing any resistance, I continue moving forward. There's no one in there still. It was at this point I expected my teammates to come up behind me. and continue pushing forward. Still not seeing anything. I make the decision to move up. It was a good plan. Just then I spot 7 enemies nonchalantly walking through the woods. I wave at them to convince them I'm part of their team. They pop a couple shots at me and I start yelling blue. They stop and then I pop up and start shooting. Three enemies down. All because I'm a cheapskate and cheated. Realizing there's still no one behind me,
5 in front of me! 5 in front of me!
I decide to tell my teammates that there are enemies in front of me. I move up and eliminate another enemy. And another. Starting to get some fire, I move back. My teammates still aren't there. There they are. Out of the 7 I saw, there are only 3 remaining.
There's at least 2 directly in front of us that way. 3? One right up on the ridge. I don't think he sees me.
I was mistaken. I attempt to point out to my teammate where the enemy is,
Right by there.
but he sees another enemy, and we start taking fire, and I get shot.
Hit! There's one directly in front, and then there's one on the right.
I'm dead
halfway
and I
down the
cheat.
hill. I got shot.
I mean, really, why'd that guy ask what happened? What did he expect me to say? So much for our push through the woods. Although I thought it was successful for me personally, our team was facing heavy resistance in there. And that's the helicopter. That thing was a constant threat throughout the game and continued hovering over the battlefield all day. Still, I never got shot by it. As I'm walking off the field again, the tanks start rolling in. That's when the game was gonna get fun. But for me, my batteries were dying and I decided it was time to take off my camera. Thanks for watching.